Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more of Minecraft Hardcore. Last time we had to escape from, essentially, the edge of the world, which, I'm pretty glad to say that we did. Now today, I probably should have done this at the end of the last episode, but, the whole way that we ended up getting into that whole situation was that we're working on a tree farm, and we wanted some diversity in the stuff we were going to go plant there. And, I think, we've escaped from, if we're being honest, trapped in, like, a very, very small square of the world. So I think we will treat ourselves, and by treat I mean we're gonna plant the tree saplings that I got. Some people have classed that as a ward, some people. But yeah, gotta say I do like how this is looking. I wasn't too sure how this would look, say if I got some more like variants of trees, but gotta say this initial like layout, not all too bad. Now, that said, we may clear away a little bit more today. But if we just have a quick look, I need to rearrange my inventory. So we have a jungle sapling and we have 2 acacia saplings. So, question is, how do we want to go about doing this? Because obviously so far you guys can see, we have our oak section. It's very defined, I think it'd be fair. I've decided, by the way, off camera, I may have already said this, but I think generally we can probably use this for single spruce and birch trees, just that area, swap out as is needs be. I think just to stop this kind of remaining area that we've got getting super cluttered, I just think, it makes sense as it was. Also, we have no coal on us. Okay, I was going to try and see if we can make some more torches. But that said, kind of split on how I want to go about making this little area, because if we're being honest, it's a bit of a logistical nightmare. Because obviously we have our jungle sapling. I've kind of made my peace. I only want 1 of those. I'm thinking, we can grow our smaller spruce trees there if we want, but I'm thinking maybe, as you guys know, you can get the big, there's certain trees you plant in 2x2, you get a big variant of them. I'm thinking we reserve 2 areas, 1 for a big jungle tree, 1 for a big spruce tree. Makes sense to me. And, I suppose we could do that now, nothing really stopping us. Should we just demo it and see what happens? I mean, it's like, why not? Alright, well, let's get down to business, as it were. Do we want to do them so close together, or like... I'm thinking jungle trees kind of jut out. We will say, I don't know what I'm doing. That's wrong box to destroy. But we'll say, yes. It's obviously 2x2. Let's put our cobblestone in, and then we can kind of like base our like little acacia area on that as well. Again, kind of said a while back that I'm not really looking to do dark oak, given it's kind of, everywhere. But let's get to planting 4 of you fine gentlemen, and then. Where would make sense for this? Because this is kind of... So it does line up with that column. So in theory, we could have one that lines up with this column, but that doesn't... It doesn't feel right. I'm thinking... I don't know, actually. I mean, we could, in theory, get away with planting them directly next to each other. But I don't want to risk them overlapping. So I'm thinking maybe we push it to, like, here. We kind of, so I'm going to plant the saplings. I don't actually have any spruce saplings. I probably should have checked that beforehand. But we'll want to grab some, plant them just to be sure. Because, even if I'm not going to be harvesting the wood ASAP, it's kind of good to, have them on hand to kind of just help guide other decisions, like our acacia things. Also, it's getting dark anyways, we're going to be heading back. It's like, am I not just like the most forward-thinking person in the world? Although, while I'm here, may as well harvest the stuff that nets us some emeralds. Anyway, haven't said this yet, this recording. God, it's like a compulsion, but I'm getting bad at it. Hopefully, you're doing well. I know I am. I had a driving lesson today. God, I'm only on my 3rd lesson. Started driving a week and a half ago. I'm pretty good. I don't know how to reverse, but like I'm getting pretty good. I was kind of like, hell yeah, I got a thing going, and I've been enjoying it as much as you can enjoy driving. Still very stressful, but I'm sure it'll get easier as time goes on. But yeah, I mean, might mean I can do some more interesting content, like, midnight McDonald's drive-through vlogs. Wouldn't that just be the life? I don't know. I feel as though there's a secret demand for those on the internet, Like sometimes, not always, I have a hunch about content, and sometimes I think it might be worth giving a look. Now, hang about. You're not being noisy outside my front door. No way. No way. You can shut up with that. When you go to bed, you're going to burn to death, and we're going to go on with our lives. Capisce? Yeah. Actually, yeah, I forgot I needed to place my bed back down. Obviously, we took it for a little bit of a walk for the last few episodes, but morning has arrived. Hooray, hooray. And yeah, I'm going to take some birch saplings with as well, just because I want to. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to quickly run back over. First and foremost, I'm going to nab some cherry saplings, because I figured the area we're going to reserve for acacia saplings, we may as well be able to grow some cherry saplings in there as well. Equally, they're probably not going to be in super high demand, but it's like, it is how it is. And I'm just going to get a couple. I say a couple. I'm going to go a bit overboard on the torches just so I stop running out. Also, why are you all being super noisy? What are you doing? Why are you all in your corners? You're weird, a lot of you. Now, what do you want? Get out of my house. You are not welcome. Anyway, so what else? What else has been going on? While we're making a little trip back. I got another second channel video out. It's not related on Minecraft this time. It is, in fact, a sequel. We'll take this way. It's a sequel to a video I made last year about a British TV game show. It's been adapted into international formats. In fact, I think we adapted it from a Dutch version. But yeah, second season finished, so I figured, yeah, you know what? While it's kind of relevant, I'll get it out. And yeah, shocking turnaround time. Pretty much a month. Yeah, that was exactly a month since the last video went up. And it's a good turnaround time in terms of the season ending, and also, that channel as a whole. I think getting videos out in back-to-back months is something I don't think I've done in reviews. I could be very wrong, though. I could be very wrong. I think I might. I'm not gonna say definitively if I think X, Y, or Z review came out at a certain time, because I feel as though that's damning evidence. If I end up being wrong, it's like, yes, I in fact do not know my own videos, but. Yeah, yeah, but either way, I'm chuffed that I was able to get them out at all. It's one of those things where it's like, hell yeah, go me. Now, anyway, get you guys down, and we have no more bone meal, do we? We have to make a trip up there. I know, it's like, oh, but we'll manage. Right. But speaking of managing, we need to figure out how to manage these two saplings, because I think these are the only two saplings that remain. I mean, quick inventory. We have jungle, we have what I like to call the base 4, and that's jungle, spruce, birch, and oak. Those are the base 4, and then you've got your top-up ones, which were introduced in 1.7. So that's obviously you, and then acacia, which I'm holding. And then I think the most recent one we've got added is these. Obviously, there's ones that grow in the nether, but I think they can only grow in the nether, and I'm not really interested in them. I think that's all the wood types. Again, I could be very, very wrong. And if I am, let me know. But, yeah, so we got this little area, though, to go about making our stuff happen. So let's make them happen. So I'm thinking general kind of estimation of how far we want to stay away about here. So I'm thinking here is where we could start planting the first one. I'm just going to dig that out, and then I'm going to do the same here, I think. So just, so yeah, that one's a bit offset. I'm thinking maybe we could offset this one too by 1. So yeah, again, here would work fine. And then these guys, it's like, oh, why don't we... So we're probably going to be able to fit 4 of these in then. I'm getting that kind of impression, that vibe. The vibes are, they're lining up. And these could not work, by the way. We could always end up having to revisit them if required. But, it had been a while since Xbox Game Bar had made me a notification noise. But, it gives me something to talk about, actually. Because I was trying to be sneaky. I was trying to be sly. Hence why that's decided to bother me today. Because, yeah, in case you don't know, I was meant to do a Neremik Direct, and it kind of got delayed. I think I may have said that in a previous episode of this. I apologise about the delays. It's going to come, just with minorly outdated information. But, it's fine. It'll still be a vibe anyway. Yeah, I was meant to do a Neremik Direct a while ago, talking about stuff I was going to play in the near future. This is not how I meant... My brain's getting, tugged between different areas. That is, in fact, not where or how I meant to be planning these. I meant to do them in a completely different pattern that I'm apparently just deaf to. So let's replant that and do that again. Yeah, so that Neremik Direct was meant to say, oh yeah, Persona 3 Reload is going to have a little bit of overlap, because that launches in a few hours, and I thought I'd be slick. So thank you for growing, sincerely. Is that might conflict with that, which bothers me a little bit. We'll see. But yeah, Persona 3 Reload, as you know, I am quite the Persona fan, I would dare say. And yeah, that comes out in a few hours. But I was trying to be slick. I was trying to be sneaky. And basically, I thought I could do... It's a very old trick. It's a very old and ancient trick. But basically, there is a trick where in certain storefronts, if you were to change your time zone, you can get access to the game early. I bought the game on Steam, so I unfortunately was not privy to having such access. But I thought, hang on a second, I'll use the Game Pass, get it cheap for £1 thing, just to, you know, take advantage of the exploit on there instead. Only issue being is that came right back around to bite me, as that in fact did not work. Well, no, it did. It would have worked, but it did not charge me £1. So out of pettiness, I ended up cancelling my subscription, which did not let me play the game early. So it was like it was gone with immediate effect. They weren't chancing me, and yeah. So I tried to be sneaky. So that's why it's punished me by showing up today. Now, with all that said, we pretty much have finished, at least I think, preliminarily designing this area. So I'm just gonna whack. I'm going to kind of do a random assortment, I think. We're going to say, like, here, and then here, 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 and here. Obviously, this is going to take forever to test, so I am actually going to go right and up to the mob grinder. A, kill some mobs to fix my axe, and B, grab some bones. Because, I mean, it's been a while since we've been up there. You know, we got to get our use out of our monorail, because every time I use it, I save a little bit of time, and it justifies the time I spent building it, which... I'm not sure if that's the same for anyone else, but I get such an immense amount of satisfaction out of that. I can't even begin to put it into words. Like, I don't know, is it just me? It's like I spend time doing something and then, you know, it saves me time and then it offsets the time. I mean, I said many times I'm obsessed with efficiency. You know, hence why I'm trying to get a game a few hours early so I can get the video out earlier and beat people to the punch. So much to the point I was willing to spend £1 Great British pound, but not 8. Yeah. I don't know, I find that satisfying, which is like, you know what? Hell yeah. It is satisfying. And it does save me time, and it's like, you know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Anyway, speaking of things that make me go hell yeah, let's save that time. And I'm going to have to be very precarious about, actually, if I press F5, does it get any quieter? The answer's no. The answer is very much no, but oh god, I love going up here. I'm sorry. Oh my god, they've already grown? Well, forget me. You know, it's also... Oh, I'm sorry, that shadow. I've never seen that before, but... Oh! That's something we built, casting a shadow that big. Oh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm sorry, that is cool. You have to admit, that is really effing cool. And I'm not just saying that to stall for time while I wait for mobs to drop down. That is, like, actually cool. Can we all agree on that? Like, that is sick. That is fancy. That is swag, as the kids would say. Yeah, like, make it 63. Go a bit overboard on the bones. Why not? We'll treat myself. And right, if I kill you, do I get XP? You know what? Nah. I have trees and stuff. Do I really want to risk that jump? No, I absolutely do not. I gotta make use of my my railway. Goodbye, skeleton. Actually, I wonder, can that guy get a pot shot off on me, do you think, if I angle myself down on the railway? And if so, will that be lethal? Probably. Depends if he destroys the railcard, I guess. Interesting thoughts. Interesting health and safety considerations I will probably ignore. Like a real businessman. So it's trying to be first to the punch, now ignoring health and safety. God, before you know what, I'll be a billionaire. Anyway, here we are, back on. And who's to say that doesn't get us fair use? That was mental. Anyway, let's get it. I have just realised there is an acute chance that the spruce won't grow. Not even for the reason that it's obstructed, but I've just kind of clocked the fact that there's a little thing. I don't know why this is specifically just the spruce trees, but it'll spawn pods all around the base. And because it's surrounded with, whatchamacallit, thank you, person on a bike going past. I'm sure because your bike is dead wild that you have a massive anyway. Let's see, is it gonna grow? I don't know. So the person on the bike was asking as well. Sorry, I live in an area where I try to avoid recording at certain points of the day, to avoid people who have just gone past. And oh, really? That's one of the trees that can grow. Okay, all right. I see how it is. That's kind of an issue. Well, that is like actual. Okay. See, he gets it. Huh. Yeah, I'm starting to think this might be slightly obstructed. And I might be wrong, but, you know, I'm going to give you a bit of a feast, as it were. A little bit of a feast. Oh, it's just a torch. Should not overreact that much to a torch. I mean, it was a legitimate reaction, just a very overt one. Hang up. I'll hold the kitchen phone, never mind. So these just don't care. Oh, okay, they don't care if it's wood or leaves, but would you care if... Hang about. I don't know. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna undo my hard work, which is something I often struggle with. I don't know why I said that like I was an investor meter. You know, the businessman analogy was in fact meant to be a joke, but it's seemingly getting a bit too real. So if I just... What about now? Am I gonna... Yeah, I'm starting to think possibly, what if we just move this? And I hate to say it, so what if we just move this in? Would that possibly fix the issue? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. We've got 6 pieces of bone meal left because I have awful resource management. We're gonna stick here. Well, it makes sense. Like here. Yeah, we'll stick you here. And now, well, at the very least, we got confirmation of a few different things. One, this tree is gonna have to go, because that is gonna leave a bunch of leaves up, I fear. Although two, things are just willing to grow in close proximity, which I didn't think was the case, hence, you know, why it's kind of splashy. Ooh, pss, 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 pss. Thank you. I need you. And I miss you. Banger. Anyway, bop, bop, bop. Throw that out. Jump up here. Hey, look at us go. Just gonna throw a tiny bit more at this and see if it does anything. Never mind. Okay, you're just not feeling it. You're not gelling. I mean, I remember this being at least some form of an annoyance in the past, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's possibly the reason. I'll have a look into that off camera, but can I just say to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what an absolute effing vibe this area is. And I know it's not permanently going to look like this. You know, we'll change up the tree order and whatnot, but oh my god. It's just a tree farm. It shouldn't look this good. There's no license for it to look this good. No legitimate reason for it to go as hard as it does. And yet, it just does. And I bloody love... Oh, really? Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. And yeah, I really like how this area looks. No, that includes you. No, it doesn't actually. In the name of keeping my area looking nice, I will now execute you. God, that got a bit Animal Crossing, didn't it? Anyway, I'm going to leave that for an episode, I think. I think we're going to we're going to ease off the whole tree farming business, I think. But either way, it's good to know, you know, this worked, even if it is slightly offset. I think, you know, it's fair enough. Maybe we will adjust this, because I think regardless, certain trees are going to require this to kind of go vanish. But either way, I really like the vibe of this place. Actually, I'm going to get a screenshot, because it's like, you know, that is... Hell yeah, you know? That's like almost every single wood type in the game in a single image. In fact, is it? I mean, no. It's got the saplings for one of them, but pretty much, if you're only counting overworld woods, hell yeah. Look at us go. Put me in a right good mood, that. Again, kind of like another thing crossed off the list. I know we technically had a tree farm a few episodes ago, but to have those extra types in there and to know that they're not really, you know, massacring each other, it's good to know. It is very good to know. And yeah, I suppose just unload our inventory though, because I'm aware I am carrying... Oh god, it's like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? No. Clear yourself up. Like, what is this? What, you're still carrying diamonds and emeralds? What if you die? Idiot. Fool. Oh well. I'll stick you in the stone chest, I guess. Yeah, well, I think, you know what? I've kind of reached like my peak satisfaction for the episode. Like, I'm unsure if it will possibly be able to be eclipsed by this, because it's like, you know? Like, I'm just in super high spirits. Not sure about you, Mr. Iron Golem, but I'm living it up personally. Like, what do we do for for time? I mean, I suppose we could maybe look at what we want to do. So now that's kind of properly squared away. You know, I'm really starting to like how the farm is coming together. Actually, oh shit, sorry. That's not been ticked off yet. Villager room decor. That's a bingo, fellas. We did that a few episodes ago. Huh. Then tree farm as well, that's properly off. You know, the more I'm starting to tick off, the more I'm starting to realise, you know, we're really getting it down. And fine mushroom biome, we did that last episode by accident. Well, 2 episodes ago. Recorded them back to back. Oh my god. Sorry, I just... Whoa. That just gone down a lot. And I consider the farm decor to be very close to being done. I just want to make a few final touches. Jesus, sorry. I thought we had a fair bit to do. And then, like, you know, space of 30 seconds, it's gonna actually knock a few off. Ooh. So what could we do? What could we do? We could, you know, again, we could possibly touch up on the farm and beach furniture. I feel so those are quite easy. But also, the house near cows, that does interest me. And I'll show you guys that off, because it's been a while since I put that up there, so maybe you may not know what I'm on about. But obviously there are 3 ideas for different bases on that nice little bulletin board thingy. And one of them is quite far away. The other one is also quite far away. And the third one, so these are the cows. The house that I'm talking about is in this little enclave here. Just something about the structure of it. Might need to do this up, just creeper explosions and like general formation of it. And is this a cave? There's no way this is a cave I've just not explored. Alright, I'm going to get out before I accidentally jump round, but you know, this little area here I've wanted to make a house in. Well, not even a house, but just like a general kind of, you know what I mean? Kind of similar to the underwater base, but in a different sense that this very much just exists as like a, if I don't want to run into the main house or something, I've got everything on hand over there. So in a way, it acts as a really good way to offhand my, you know, my extra stuff. And it's kind of like what we were doing at the very end of last series, where it's just somewhere else to go. Not really aiming to do much, but it just, you know, we can further try out different ideas and whatnot. I feel as though we're definitely getting to the point where we could do something with that. You know, quite advanced, so a lot of blocks are on the table for it. And I think it could work even just as something as basic as, like, okay, dark oak paneling. Like, I've got some old base designs from old SMP videos that we could possibly apply there. So we've got our options really open to us. The only thing I'm, like, flat out hesitant to do is the ice base, because that'll probably require an extended period away, which I don't want to do, because I'm kind of really getting to like this space, so why do that now? And the wither. You know, obviously, don't want to do that and risk, you know, not being able to do everything else on that board. But, God, I'm really starting to take a liking to it. Although, I found the extra content we can get. I do want to put something else on that board. I want to fill in one of those blank slots, as we tend to do, with an idea. I'm going to update wither to wither/beacon. It's not much, but it's going to be at least something extra to do, even though that kind of was a given. I'm going to say we're going to put this next to, should we say mini ice base? I don't know. I'm not putting it on this side. This side, I'm very happy. We've got one of them that's cleared, but ooh, I don't know. Do I want to put on, or do I want to save it for a rainy day? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I think I'll leave you guys in anticipation, but how about this? I'll start next episode right here, and then you'll find out what I stuck on the sides. Yeah, I keep you guys coming back for more. I know. I'm just saying the businessman bit may have not been a bit after all, and I'm devious like that. But for now, if you have enjoyed, feel free to like, and subscribe. It does help it a bunch. It lets me know that you do want to see more of this and all that good stuff. And until next time, where you find out what that idea was. Thanks for watching, guys. My name has been Neremik, and peace out.